Well, here's my boat. At this point, I have got the frame complete and ready for plywood. The 11 frames are made out of Douglas fir. The chine log and the shear clamp are southern yellow pine, and the keelson is southern yellow pine. The stem is southern yellow pine with some Douglas fir glued to the side of it. The stem was supposed to be 2x8, and I felt like that was a little bit, those ferret edges at the front weren't quite enough to glue the panels to. So I have glued another piece of fir to the side of it, a 2x4, and ferreted out. So now I have a full 4.5 inches of glue and screw surface on the stem to get the front of my boat down good and tight. On frame 11, I had a little difficulty. There's no bail deck on frame 11, so there was nothing to hold the uprights, the side frames out, and they were collapsing, and I was losing the curve on the front of the boat. It was running straight from frame 10 to the stem. So I added a stiff brace to hold it out. It's in there temporary. I will add a more permanent one once I get it turned over and know exactly where I can put it that it won't be in my way. I have gone back and mixed up some thickened epoxy and have filled all of my bad carpentry work up, sealed up all the holes that would have ended up being behind the plywood below the water line. I overcut a lot of the chine log slots out, so I have filled all those back up with thickened epoxy, thickened with wood flour that I'm collected in my vacuum cleaner from the fairing process. I also made a few other little mistakes along the way on the cutting of the slots for the first chine log. I overcut them and actually cut them at the wrong angle a little bit too. So I went in and added a block on these 3 frames. That's frame 2, 3, and 4. I cut a piece to fit perfectly over on my bandsaw of yellow pine, and I cut it 8 inches long so that when a screw went through it, it wouldn't split. And I glued it to the chine log and to the frame to correct that little issue there. Sorry for the blur in there, but I have gone back and using thickened epoxy and have sealed up all of the bad joinery around the boat. And as you can see now, it is ready for plywood. I'm going to town tomorrow to get Douglas fir marine ply to put on it. I have a little issue at the back with the transom, the way the pieces are just butt glued onto the 2x8 that the motor's going to hang on. The tops aren't quite parallel, but when I build my splash well, I'll get everything straight. Been an interesting project so far. I got 84 hours in the frame at this point and about $300 in material.